Amit Ghosh, Dr. Toastmaster. Dr. Toastmaster, Amit Ghosh.
Being a Toastmaster and a doctor has several advantages. For example, when I'm seeing a new patient, I meet them as if I'm giving an icebreaker speech. Mrs. Brown, I'm Dr. Ghosh. I'm going to be taking care of you. I usually talk a lot, but for the next 10 minutes, I'll be quiet. If Mrs. Brown looks confused, I go a step further and quote Dalai Lama. I said, Mrs. Brown, when we talk, we tell you what we know. When we listen, we find out what we don't know. At this point, Mrs. Brown is asking one of two questions. One, this may be a good doctor. Two, this doctor is a bigger problem than my medical problem. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmaster, and distinguished guest, and everybody in the audience who has no idea that if their doctor starts quoting Dalai Lama within the first minute of seeing them, he or she may be a Toastmaster. For my case, I use materials from the Competent Communicator Manual and the Competent Leadership Manual almost on a daily basis. In fact, I've tried recruiting some of my patients to join their local Toastmasters club. One of my patients said, no way, I have listened to so many incompetent speakers and have seen so many incompetent leaders that just by avoiding what they are doing will make me a competent Toastmaster. However, in my case, I use those materials almost verbatim. Sometimes I'm a speaker, sometimes an evaluator. Rarely I give feedbacks, and also I'm a timer. As a grammarian, however, the two most common phrases that I hear are, Doc, I want my life back. And the second important is, Doc, do you think I'll get my life back? Just like our Toastmasters spend a lot of time organizing their speech, several of my patients are very organized. They take out a list like that and say, Doc, I've got good news for you and bad news. Good news is, I'm very organized. I've got these 5 problems. I've got them listed out. Bad news is, I have 5 problems and I've already seen 5 doctors. On the other hand, some of my patients want to go straight to the point. Doc, I've got 3 problems: headache, tummy ache, and body ache. Today, I want to concentrate only on my tummy ache. On the other hand, some of my patients have difficulty organizing their speech. They take out a list like this. Say, Doc, I was born during World War II. I had chicken pox at age 5. Today I'm here for my kidney stones. But I broke my clavicle at age 11. And don't stop me, Doc, there are many other things to go. On the other hand, some of my patients are so good, they think like Toastmasters. How to say it? What would be the hook that will capture your imagination from get-go? One of my patients says, Doc, last week I was in Colombia. I was attacked by this parakeet viciously and tenaciously. Will I get rabies? My patients like Toastmaster use a lot of vocal variety. They describe the ringing in the ear as tick, tick, tick. Or the clicking in the right side of the chest in the middle of the night is kir, 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 kir. But doctor, I get worried when it goes kir, 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 kir. I will not go about describing the different kinds of vowel sounds that they talk about. There is no shortage of gestures and postures. How many colon polyps do I have? Just like Toastmaster, they also do a lot of research. They have already read the Wall Street Journal and the New England Journal of Medicine before I have done. But I found out the 2 most important journals which I pay attention. One is the AARP, Bob Dylan edition on prostate health. But more important, what Brad Pitt does gets published in People magazine. So I have subscribed to both of them. One, I had no choice. Other, I did. Like my fellow Toastmasters, there's a lot of visual aids. You'll be hearing in the speech about visual aids. My patients use a lot of visual aids. Dr. Ghosh, should I take Centrum Silver before the Miralex? Or Miralex before the Centrum Silver? What should I do? However, I have become excellent at giving persuasive speeches. In fact, my Toastmaster experience is making me better every day. One of my patients, I told them how to lose weight, but the next time he came to our clinic, he wanted to be weighed in a public place without his clothes. And the nurse came running to me and said, Dr. Ghosh, you have to stop persuading your patients with power. I've also been better at inspiring my patients. I give them motivational speeches. I asked a patient, what will make you to go to the gym? He says, my mother-in-law. I says, what about your mother-in-law? He says, only when my mother-in-law leaves my home, then I can go to the gym. When it comes to giving a feedback, I don't use the traditional feedback, the sandwich feedback. I have taken a material straight from the practice management journal. 4 good things I tell about them, and 1 opportunity to improve. My patient satisfaction rates have gone up.